Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. I hope everybody's holding up okay under the strains of the moment. I thought I would just take a few minutes to talk about an event from the past and events of our day. In the 19th century, there's a great rabbi in Vilna named Rabbi Israel Salanter, who died in 1883 at the age of 73. And in 1848, the community of Vilna, like many communities in Central and Western and Eastern Europe, were ravaged by the cholera epidemic. And on Yom Kippur, 1848, Rabbi Israel Salanter got up and addressed his congregation. And I paraphrase, he talked about the sanctity of the day, talked about how holy was Yom Kippur, and he talked about how to repair our relationship with God. But then he said, it's a time not only to talk about our relationship with God and our behavior vis-a-vis our relationship with God, but it's also time to talk about our behavior and our conduct to preserve life. And he said those in a weakened condition are more vulnerable to cholera. In the middle of shul, on Yom Kippur, he took out a piece of challah, he made the brachas necessary, and he ate a piece of challah in front of everyone. And he said, today we choose life. Life is more important than the laws of Yom Kippur. And he ate in front of everybody as a way to encourage everyone in the room to take care of themselves and to eat on that Yom Kippur. Corona is not cholera, not by any stretch of the imagination. But we have to deal with the challenges of our day and of our moment. And we have to do everything to preserve life. So I want to encourage everybody again to adhere to all of the guidelines and to take all the precautions necessary to preserve our health, the health of the people we care about most in the world, and the health of everyone. Just want to end with just a reminder about one thing that I'm sure everyone has read about. Arie died last week in Israel. The first person to pass away from corona in Israel, Hungarian Holocaust survivor, passed away at the age of 88 in a nursing home facility in Jerusalem. And the reports are now just coming out about his last moments on this earth. And we're told that the medical staff, sensitive to his history, his biography, that this was a man who had survived the worst and was now being felled by corona. They gathered around his bed. They placed their hands on his arms, and the doctors and the nurses together recited the Shema. It's a beautiful story of collective responsibility. We are responsible for each other. And they knew that the words that Arie would want to say with his last breath, he couldn't say. So they said it for him. So it would be the last thing he heard. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. And we know the memories that the invocation of that phrase, particularly at a time of passing, evoke. We know what that means. We have to take care of each other. We have to take care of the most vulnerable. We have to take care to protect ourselves. And we have to live up to the challenge of the time. But we continue to do so inspired by the stories of the people of the past. Thank you.